Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I'm walking at the side of the River Ribble. This is in my hometown in the Preston area, and the purpose of this video is I want to explain my urge to travel this realm. And like many people, the urge to travel is a very deep one. It's an urge to explore ourselves, it's an urge to explore life. And in the travels I've done this year, it's where I've had the best times. It's been able to see new places, meet new people, and learn more about ourselves. And for the purpose of this video, I just want to explain my aim, really, and to really educate that travel is right outside the doorstep. We don't have to go far. We can have little micro adventures right outside our window. So my aim, really, I've got a few different ambitions, and it's really I have to choose which one to do first. The first one is to convert a van. It's to buy a van soon and convert it into a camper van and go off exploring, doing the van life. The second option is to travel around the world backpacking. There's pros and cons with each one, but I believe I'll be guided and I believe that I'll make the right decision soon. But today I want to also show you the beauty of just getting out of your own front door and seeing the beauty right next to you. It's currently raining on my little mini adventure by the river, and it started to get my camera wet. And now, last time that happened, I left it in the rain overnight and I thought that was the end of it. It didn't turn on, and I thought it was going to be a big waste of money. But I heard about rice from a friend of mine. Put it in rice overnight for 24 hours and it was as good as new. So there's a top tip for you. If you ever leave a piece of technology in the wet or drop it in some water, immediately put it in some rice. It was at this area of the river where not long ago they were cutting down many trees in pretense of flood management. Now, trees are known to soak up the water, and it's the man's meddling with nature that is causing such problems to happen. And by blaming stuff like that on nature is real ignorance to the power of nature itself. And I find it disgusting every time someone cuts down any sort of tree. They should be held accountable. If you scroll through my previous YouTube channels when I talk about the old world, you will then see my opinion on structures like this. Now, if we are given, I'll just do a quick summary of what I've been talking about in them videos. Each individual stone in this structure, in this bridge, is absolutely huge. Now, this, if you remember, is an old world bridge. We don't build structures like this today out of stone to this size. Now, if you, again, scroll through the rest of my videos, you'll know which other buildings I'm talking about. We didn't have the technology back then to build structures like this. A great reset happened and all of the structures were redesignated. They were repurposed, and we were given the lesson in schools and indoctrinated into the fact that our ancestors, we didn't have technology. I'm telling you, we once had free energy, and these structures played a vital part. This impossibility to build a structure like this to this size, to lift each individual brick and place it to exactly the right place without technology. And if we think about Stonehenge and we think about all of these monuments, these huge monuments around the world, giant cathedrals, so-called mosques, so-called churches, it's an impossibility to build structures like this, but like that, sorry, back then without technology. Just look at it. It's huge. We've been lied to. And scroll through my rest of my videos, subscribe to my channel and discover the truth about what these structures really were. If any of you are suddenly wondering, especially those that know me from Instagram, why I've stopped journeying really around old world structures is because I feel like it's taking our energy away from nature. Even though I have a huge, massive opinion on and vast amounts of evidence, along with many others, about what these structures really were, I feel like that it doesn't benefit us as humans right now as to really go in depth of what these structures were and about our history. I think we need to put our energy into the present moment. And that's why I stopped talking about this and concentrated on travelling, on nature, and on the truth and ancient wisdom. And that's what I'll continue to do. All we know is for certain when it comes to our true history is what the indigenous people say. And that's about the connection to the earth, the connection to nature, to know that we ourselves are part of nature. And I'm walking on a really nice path here, surrounded by autumn colours. And we just need to take a minute to understand our connection to nature, that we are not separate from nature, that we are one with nature. And the indigenous peoples knew that, and they gave back to the earth with songs, with music, with ceremony. And that's our true history. Afterwards, who knows what happened with technology that's been hidden from us, but all we know for certain is we need to regain that connection to nature.
Hello, darling.
As I was saying at the start of the video, adventure is right around the corner. It's as soon as you open that door. Adventure, all that means is to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Now, whatever that means for you, it could be different for what it means for me. But travel is where your comfort zone is pushed. You're going into new places, you're seeing things that you haven't seen before, and you get to know things about yourself. And you see the natural world, you observe it, and you learn. And you can only learn what's true in nature in the present moment. And for me, I feel like I've come to a time where I need to decide on big things. I've got this urge to travel, and to travel far, to see new places, and to make that into a full-time thing. Because time is very short. We haven't got time to do jobs we don't want to do. We can't live our life for other people, for society, for anybody but ourselves. To help each other, yes, but to live our life. And that is why we need to come out into nature with our thoughts and think, what is it that I want to do in life? For me to be fulfilled. And for me, I need to decide whether to get the van, whether to go off backpacking, whether to stay in Europe, whether to go outside of Europe. And I need to sit with my thoughts, and really think what it is that I am being called to do. And don't get me wrong, I could do a bit of everything, but I need to just decide what it is right now my soul wants. And I advise you to do the same. What is it that your soul wants to do right now? Because this is the Great Awakening, and it's about you and me and everybody. It's about coming to terms with this life. We only live once, and we've got to live it 100%. We've got to do what lights our soul on fire. And our soul is constantly screaming to us what it wants, what gives it passion. And it's up to us to listen to it. And not many people get through life actually listening to what they truly want to do. And it's so sad, because we're here only once in this life, in this realm, in this body. And then we have to do what it is that lights our heart on fire, like I just said. We have to do what gives us passion, what gives us heart, what gives us drive, what makes us excited to wake up every morning. We have to stay in the flow of life. We have to keep moving. We can't be stagnant. We have to have a connection with the earth, have a connection with the source, have a connection with ourselves, travel, meet people, build community, if that is what you want to do. I love finding little pockets of woodland